Hi there, my name's Andy Hillier and today's guitar lesson is going to be on The Judge by Shawn James. It's a beautiful little song that someone has requested 12 times. Thanks for the request. I think his name's Henry. Thanks for the request. Anyway, it's a beautiful little song. I'm going to teach you how to play the whole song. But just before I do, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, which is Andy Hillier, give me a like on the video, press the notifications, leave me some comments in the comment section, get your requests in there as well. Let me know where in the world you're from. And if you love what I'm doing, you want to support me, support the channel, and you want the tabs for this and loads of other songs, then you can support me on my Patreon page. I'll leave a link to that in the description. My guitar is in drop D tuning, so the top string is tuned down to a D, the rest are standard. So D, then A, D, G, B, and E. Okay, so the first line that we need to learn sounds like this. So to play that, we're going to play the low E string and we're going to slide into B6. I'm going to use my first finger. I'm then going to play a G7 with my third finger and then my second finger on the D7. So you got, so open E, sliding into the B6, then G7 and then D7. If you didn't want to do that slide, it's fine, you could just play it as a B6. That also sounds nice, but on the track there's a little slide into it. Then add your little finger to B8 and you're going to play B8 and then the G7 and then the D7. So far, slowly you got. Then take your little finger off and we're going to play the B6 again, the G7 and then the D7. So the first bar. So there's 3 beats per bar, so you've got 1, 2, 3, playing triplets, so 3 notes per beat. Into bar 2, and we've got this. So first finger on B5, second finger on G6, third finger on D7. And you're going to start by playing the A string and the B5 at the same time. Then G6, and D7, and then play B5, G6, D7, and then B5 and an A string at the same time, and then a G6 and D7. So bar 2 goes. And then in bar 3 we're going to go to a normal open A shape. You can either use 3 fingers, so put your first finger on D2, second finger G2, third finger on B2, or just put your first finger flat. Either way is fine. And you're going to play the open A string and B2, and then G2, then the D2, back to the B2, G2, D2, then open A string with the B2, and then D2, and then G2. So slowly bar 3 goes. And then into bar 4, and we've got this. So for that, we're playing A1 with the first finger and third finger flat across the D, G and the B strings at the 3rd fret. And you're going to play the A1 and the B3 at the same time, then G3 and then D3. So you got. Then you do it again, so you do that twice again. Then move up 2 frets to a C chord, first finger A3, third finger across the D, G and the B strings at the 5th fret. And the same right hand, so you play the A string and the B string, and then the G and then the D. So bar 4. And that's the whole line. So let's try it all nice and slowly. Here we go. And up to speed. And that repeats, so you play that line twice. We then go on to the next line where we've got this. So just a slight variation. It starts the same, but then you're going to go to an E5, and then the D7, and then, sorry, the G7, and then the D7. So bar 5 slowly. And then into bar 6, and we've got this. So we play the A string and D7 at the same time, G6, and then the D7 again, B5 with the first finger, then G6 and D7. So far you got. Then just move your first finger up 1 fret, and we're going to play the A string and the B6 at the same time, then G6, and then D7. So bar 6 goes. And then the next 2 bars are basically the same as what we played on the previous line. So you go down to that A chord at the 2nd fret. You're going to play the bass string on each of the beats. So you go. And then the last bar is the same as the last bar on the previous line. So the whole of that line goes. On to the next line, and we've got. So more of the same idea. The first bar's the same. The next bar, slight variation. We're going to play the B5 and the A string, then G6, D7, B5, G6, D7. And then move your first finger up 1 fret and play the B6 with the A string, with then the G6 and then D7. So bar number 10 goes. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. One thing to point out, that when it goes to that B6 on that bar, it only does this the first time. Every other time when it's repeating around, it doesn't go to the B6, it just stays on the B5. So you'll just go, rather than, hopefully that makes sense. And then just a bar of A. And then we're going to play the A1 and B3 in bar 12. And that's the whole of bar 12. So let's play the whole of that line up to there. We've got this. It then goes all the way back to the beginning, plays the first line twice, so it's repeated, then the next line, and then this line, and you play bars 9, 10, 11, but instead of playing bar 12, you carry on into bar 13, which is exactly what we've done before, B flat to the C. So we've done that before. So that does that on the second time round. It'll also do it on the third time round when we get back to it. That goes on to the next line, which is like the chorus, where you've got this. So for that, we've got an F chord, first finger A8, third finger across the D, G, and the B strings at the 10th fret. And we play the A8 and the B10 at the same time, then G10 and D10, B10, G10, and D10. So we then go up to fret 12 on the A string and 13 on the B. So you get. We're then going to go down to fret 3, the C chord, which we've already done. Same right hand that we keep doing, so. Does it twice, and then we go up to 8 on the A string and 10 on the B string. So bar 15. Then down to a B flat for a whole bar, just playing the A string and the B string at the same time, then G and then D. Just does that 3 times. Then the same thing on an A chord. So, the first 4 bars of that chorus go. And that repeats 4 times. So you play bars 14, 15, 16, 17, 4 times round. And then we've got just a bar of B flat, another extra bar on the end. And then just open A with B2. That then goes all the way back to the beginning and plays exactly through like we did before. And then also does like the second, third time bar. Hopefully that makes sense. Bar 13 if you're looking at it. It then does this line again, exactly the same with the repeats. And then there's just like this last line, a little outro bit that goes. Which is a B flat, up to C, back to B flat, then A, B flat, back to A, and then just a D minor chord. So all the same kind of idea that we've played. So slowly that's. And that's the whole song. Well, I do hope you've enjoyed that little guitar lesson, especially the person who has requested it 12 times. Well done, that must be a record. Thanks for the request though, it is a nice little song. If you have enjoyed it, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, which is Andy Hillier, give me a like on the video, press the notifications. I do read every comment as well, so please leave me a comment. Just say hi if you want to say hi, it helps the video get some more views. Let me know where in the world you're from, let me know what songs I should do next. And if you love what I'm doing, you want to support me, support the channel, and you want the tabs for this and loads of other songs. I've got loads of, over 2,000 videos on YouTube. So pretty much most of those are available on my Patreon page. So check it out. Links in the description. Well, thanks for watching this. I do really appreciate it. I've been Andy Hillier, and I'll see you next time.